What's up, Nation? Welcome to another edition of the Wise Take NBA DFS podcast. CK013 here. You can find me on Twitter at CK_013. And I am joined once again by one of Wise Take's finest DFS analysts, Mr. CashinDFS. You can find him on Twitter at CashinDFS. Cash, my man, how you doing?
No, I'm doing all right. A little pissed off. About RCB and Cantlay in golf, but what can you do? I'm also a little pissed that Dallas is actually beating Denver, which has ruined my night. But what about you?
I had a pretty good night, man. I'm doing good. Still a little jet lag. I told you I woke up late today, and it was just like all kinds of confused when I woke up. But yeah, a little jet lag, but as far as DFS and betting and all that, very good night. 2-0 on the betting front, cash, keeping it rolling. 10-3 since I'm posting these bets to the website, plus 19 point something units, point four I think. So if you was betting $100 a unit, and you were following my article, and I started doing them on March 8th, you would be up $1,940 or some shit like that. 1,900 and change, we'll say. So far, so good, man. And on DFS, like I decided last minute to play more in cash because I told you like there was so much chalk. Like I already liked the Raptors to begin with, and then once Larry got ruled out, I was like, oh shit, now I'm gonna be playing like heavy ass chalk. So I'm just gonna play some cash, and so far that's working out, doing pretty well there too. I think so all in all, pretty good night. But I was
If I played cash, I'd be all right.
yeah. That's the kind of night it was, and I played in like tournaments that were smaller fields, and it's working out all right. So it was definitely a good night for cash, and for tournaments it was a night where you try to roll the dice and hope that you don't make the wrong pivot. But it was definitely a lot of the chalk was beatable, like Jeremy Lin. Tyus Jones, who on DraftKings people were able to probably switch to, but on FanDuel he was like what 7%? You said because they were taking a chance,
7%.
right? Because people were taking a chance that he was going to play or that those guys were going to get ruled out. So that was, there were a couple different ways to go contrarian for tournaments, but all in all, the chalk was like it did exactly what you would want it to do in a cash game. Everybody went about 5x, some went 6, depending on the site you're playing on, but they all did okay. But they were so popular that if you played them, you were probably all right.
See, but me and you both liked, because you said you liked Toronto before Larry, and I was writing out how I like Toronto,
Right.
and then as I said, Larry is doubtful, and then I knew once he's doubtful, it's over. He ain't playing. And
I put out Toronto. Like, one of the two bets I put out today was Toronto, and I put them out this morning. My first look of the thing, I put that out at -9. I didn't give a shit if Lowry was playing. I was like, I don't even care if Lowry's playing. Toronto is going to definitely beat him by more than 9. And then when Larry got ruled out, like so, in DFS wise, I was already on him. I'm not going to take any Lakers because I'm worried they might get blown out. I'm just going to load up on the Raptors guys, and then I was doing the show with Stevie and the same exact thing. I wrote my article before the show and same exact thing. Larry gets ruled out, and it's like, all right, well, now everybody's gonna like the guys I like. So decided to play some cash.
Not everybody likes Powell.
That is true.
And
that is true. And he did that.
Dude winning.
He did thy dirty to thy neighbor. That's what Powell did. He outscored LeBron, I think you said. Right.
He did.
Pretty wild. We'll see. Hopefully there's some screenshots tonight. I'm hoping to see some of this. Like I haven't been in there just yet. But anyway, what we got? How many games we got on the Friday slate? We got 8 games. It's not that bad for a Friday slate. I like that. I can work with that. It's a lot better than those 10, 11, 12 game slates that we get on Friday sometimes. We only got 2 teams on back-to-backs. We've got the Lakers and we got the Sacramento Kings. Looks like everybody else did not play tonight, so those are the only 2. Got some pretty good games. We got Charlotte at Washington. Sacramento Philly is kind of interesting. Phoenix, who's been playing surprisingly well, it will be playing Houston. Houston coming off that loss to Golden State. We got the Knicks playing San Antonio, and then we got the Bulls playing the Clippers. So I know I skipped some games there, but just mentioning some of the ones that I think I would like from a fantasy perspective. Cash, looking at point guard, you're on FanDuel, I'm on DraftKings. Take me down to 6K. I'll stop at 5K on DraftKings. What do you got?
Dame is probably just too much for me on FanDuel at 9-9. Of course, I like New Orleans, but how often is he gonna go for 60? Not often. So I don't like that. I hope Ben Simmons sits so I can get on some of these Philly dudes. Um, De'Aaron Fox played really well tonight. Played really well last few. I love his minutes at the moment. I love this matchup against Philly. Like I said, I really hope Ben Simmons doesn't play. If he does play, I don't like it as much. But him and Elf, really Derek White too. Derek White is 7-2, which is kind of crazy. But the man has been paying out that price on the regular. And most of them with plenty of upside. All three of these dudes clumped right here together. De'Aaron Fox, Alfred Payton, and White. I like a lot. Um, Alfred Payton has 2 triple doubles in a row. He's auditioning for his future, and he's playing well at the moment. So I like all three of those a good amount. Uh, I think that Levine is probable tomorrow, so I would make me not play Chris Dunn. But Patrick Beverly, for sure, 6K. Um, yeah, I think he's failed the last two, but I know he can go give me a 40. No doubt about that. And I happen to love Patrick Beverly with a passion. Did you see Patrick Beverly's interview with Scott Van Pelt yesterday?
No, what happened?
You should go check it out.
Yeah.
It's just he came in, he didn't want to leave. Like Scott Van Pelt did a little quick little 2 minute interview. It's like, dude, what's we doing? Let's go. I'm ready to go. So he just talked a whole bunch, but they put it on YouTube, so because he could only put so much on his show. But it was good. I love Patrick Beverly so much, and I love that Scott Van Pelt asked him about Westbrook. He's like, so what's the problem? Is you and Westbrook good? He's like, I don't know. Ask him. He thinks I tried to hurt him 7 years ago or whatever it was, which I always talk about every time Westbrook and these two play, because Westbrook hates this dude with a passion.
Yeah.
And yeah, I love Patrick Beverly with a passion. Love him. I love assholes. Patrick Beverly is head of the charge on that. But yeah, that's it. Down to 6K right there.
I like it. I do. On DraftKings, I'll save Harden for shooting guard. Dame, I have some interest in. I know he's on the road, but he is playing against New Orleans. He's going to draw some Alfred Payton defense without Drew Holiday. Assuming Drew Holiday is still out. Is he still out, right? Yeah. Or they shut him down. Drew Holiday, right?
Who'd you
Drew?
Oh no, yeah, he's out he's out for a while. He might be out for the year.
Yeah. So, I do like Elf, but I also like Dame across from Elf. Like Dame more so if you think the game's going to stay close, obviously. Elf is cheap enough to where even if New Orleans gets blown out, he can still get to his triple-double upside because they don't have a ton of options with AD only playing 20 minutes. So I do like those two. I like that game in general. I'm with you. I hope Simmons sits. That'll make the Philly guys a lot more enticing. I like to play guys against the Kings. Just a little concerned with who is going to come from when all the 76ers play. Down from there, I think that Fox at 6'9", I'll have more interest in if Ben Simmons gets ruled out. But even if he plays, I mean, who do you think's going to card? Assuming Simmons plays, who do you think gets Fox from the 76ers? Do you think they throw? I'm trying to think. Like, you don't want Redick on Hield, do you? Or maybe you do because he's going to shoot more. That seems like a liability, doesn't it?
I don't know. That's a good question.
That's a tough one. Normally, it seemed easy, but then who is JJ Redick going to cover? That's kind of interesting. But Fox is only 6'9". I could dig that. He's been playing a lot more minutes, and he's been a little bit more consistent. CJ McCollum, I'm pretty sure. I'll talk about him as shooting guard. But yeah, White against the Knicks, 6'3", seems fine based off the upside that we see. I think that on the other side of that, I think Dennis Smith Jr., if he plays, Dennis Smith Jr. is questionable. He's got like a sore lower back. If he were to play, I love taking point guards against the Spurs. The only concern is the Knicks have absolutely nothing to play for here. And what?
I hope he sits.
I hope he sits.
If he plays, they're both going to play like 25 minutes.
No. I agree. I hope he sits. But my point is that I'm going to have I want I want something here against the Spurs because I think that I'm gonna want some Spurs also. So I'm looking at the situation like if the Knicks can keep the game close enough. That's a big question in itself. But I would think that DSJ would be in a decent spot. He's only 5'7". His price has come down. I do like the guys we discussed above a little more though. As of now, take me down to Value Town. What you see down
Um, yeah, like Tyler Johnson might miss, which would be nice. DSJ might miss, which would be nice. I really hope both of them is out. Then I would go Rice and Moody. I love that. I hope Reggie Jackson doesn't miss. Because if Reggie Jackson is ruled out, that's an early game, and then Ish will become chalk. Because I like to play Ish when Reggie Jackson is playing, because Reggie Jackson sucks, and he has a hurt ankle, so it might flare up early, kind of like what I was hoping for Lowry today with Lynn. And then Ish Smith could come in and play really well. Maybe Reggie Jackson is struggling because his ankle hurts, and Ish Smith comes in and does what he do. So yeah, please Reggie Jackson, don't get ruled out. I like Ish Smith if he plays. If he doesn't play, I'll pass on Ish Smith. And I think Forbes is decent, but I'll be coming down to Alex Caruso. Yeah, buddy. My man is getting close to 30 minutes a night at the moment, and he is damn near min price against Detroit. Sign me up. Love that guy. I'm a fan of him. I'm a fan of his game. I'm a fan of him. I'm a fan of 3-6. I'm a fan of the Lakers in Detroit with him. Yes, please.
I like it. Over on DraftKings, I'm with it's the same guys in the same range. Reggie Jackson's only 4-3, so if he does play, even though the minutes have been a little consistent, he's been terrible. I think you have to consider him against the Lakers. If he's out, you're definitely looking at Ish Smith at 3-9, and even if he's in, I agree with you, Cash. I think you can still look at Ish Smith just at lower ownership and it won't be chalk. Moody is only 4-2. If DSJ plays, he's a nice tournament play. If DSJ were to get ruled out, I would assume he's going to get popular in cash games as well. He did have a really big game against Indiana. Put up 37 DraftKings points. Only 4-2. He is playing the Spurs. But if DSJ is ruled out, then I think Moutier becomes, at 4-2, a fairly optimal play. Always a little scary playing any Nick, especially when they're chalk, because, Fizdale is the coach, and he likes to do Fizdale type things.
You don't want to play none of them when they're
chalk. Yeah, it's definitely a scary thing. So I'll stop it there. But that whole range there is definitely interesting. Move us over to shooting guards. What you see over there?
What do you like Shamet? Because dude is also playing minutes in
I don't mind him. I don't necessarily love him either. I feel like I missed the boat on him. Like when he was like real cheap,
he's just a floor player. He doesn't have a lot of upside.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with that.
James Harden, just too much.
How much is he over there?
The 12-5, 12-5.
He's only 11K here. You like him here?
Not a lot, right. But I would like him more there. But he's probably going to go out and get you a 55.
Right.
That's likely, but the 75s, that's just not likely. I think it's way more likely for Devin Booker to go out and get a 75 tomorrow than it is James Harden. And Devin Booker is 8-7 to James Harden 12-5. So, yeah, he's just too much for me on this slate here. He's going to be pretty low owned on FanDuel. So, if you want the low owned, like if he's going to be really low owned, like 5% owned, it's worth a shot, especially making multiple teams. But yeah, he's just too expensive. Bradley Beal, he's a good play every day, especially in cash. Like he's such a good play in cash on a nightly basis. DeMar DeRozan is playing really well at the moment. Love the matchup against the Knicks, but again, I don't want to pay 9.5. Like he went off of me the other day. But it's just as likely for him to go for a 35 than it is a 50. And a 35 at 9.5 is going to ruin your night. So I'll pass on that. But Devin Booker, I love. I love Devin Booker even more. If Tyler Johnson does sit, then I'll get more ball handling. Yeah, I like Devin Booker. He has massive upside. any night, every night, wherever, whoever, doesn't matter what the situation is. Um, Zach LaVine is coming back, like I said, so that hurts the rest of these Bulls. Jimmy Butler's going to play. Jimmy Butler is decent if Simmons is out, but I still think I prefer Embiid and Tobias. What's next? Lou Williams in play any day. You got 60 in him any day. If he's chalk like he was the other day, it's a fade. If he's low owned, you get a 5% on 60, you're in business. Because he has 60, just like Booker. Anywhere, anytime, against anyone, it does not matter. Then Buddy Hield played really well tonight. So he could be more popular, and I'll fade that. And that's it.
Yeah, there's a decent amount of options I'm seeing, right? Like Harden on DraftKings is a much more logical option. You are concerned about the blowout, a little concerned with the lack of upside. You would like him to hit 6x value, and he hasn't really been showing a ton of that lately. But he's only 11K over here. You don't lose as many points for turnovers, which is a big problem from Harden. You get extra points for threes, which he takes a ton of. Just hasn't been hitting very many of them.
And you get a double bonus, which
yes,
most likely going to
yes,
have.
Exactly. So I do like James Harden over here. I think that Beal at this point you can pretty much play if you want a 50. If you want a 50, like on average, pretty consistently, you get to go after him. Sometimes you'll get lucky, he'll go for 60. Sometimes you'll get screwed, he'll go for 40. But he's going to be within 10 points of that 50. He's like,
the floor is so
high. It is so high. I think you can always play Beal in cash, especially when he's playing up against Charlotte, a team like Charlotte. I mean, the usage is just phenomenal. Eventually, he's going to get real tired, and he'll start to suck. But
I mean, the guy's playing damn near 40 minutes the last two games.
Exactly, and he's doing everything.
Regularly.
Yes.
Look at that. Look at the 40, 38, 45, 41. Like, almost 40 every single night.
They're just running him literally till the wheels fall off until the season ends. So I think that they're trying to see, like, okay, let's make a decision. We got Wall and Beal. Do we really need Wall? You know what I'm saying? I honestly, I think that's what they're doing.
Wall's contract, I don't think you're getting rid of Wall's contract because nobody wants that.
No, absolutely not. But, nobody wants it, but you can always find a team.
What? Like, they could be playing Beal, be like, well, Beal's contract is nowhere near as bad as Wall's.
Right.
So people could take on Beal's contract.
That is true.
So
he could be auditioning for his next team. That is a definite possibility. Yeah. DeRozan, like you said, has been playing well. We've seen scorers just do phenomenally against the Knicks, who play zero defense. I think DeRozan is a nice tournament play. I like Zach LaVine a lot at 7-8 over here against the Clippers, and that's mainly because I like that game, and you're trying to think of who do I like from that game. And LaVine would kind of strike you, assuming that Beverly would cover Dunn. You would think, I'm sure at some points he'll be on LaVine as well. But either way, LaVine just does everything on that team. He's in one of those roles. Problem with LaVine is he is still pretty scoring dependent. Jimmy Buckets, like you said, viable option. Lou Williams. There's a lot of options to consider here. A lot of guys. And then there's CJ McCollum, who's been playing just absolutely going nuts every game. Well, it's been really 2 straight games. But still, 53 against the Clippers. That's the Zach LaVine spot, by the way. And then 41 against Phoenix. He's playing New Orleans without Jrue Holiday. I think if you don't like Dame, you could just save the money and take a chance with a guy like McCollum. But there are a lot of options here. I'm not even going to go to those guys that are under and above. So take us down to Value Town. What you see down there?
Dion Waiters. I like if Wade. I like him out. I like him more if Wade is out, but I like him either way because he's going to be really aggressive with his shot, and he's going to get open shots. At 4-1, yeah, if Wade is out, I like him more. Will be more popular if Wade is out, but yeah, I wish I played him over Wade the other day. I would have had the nuts, but I did not, and I had to drop Wade. And that's probably it because I love up top so much. I don't want to come down to nothing down here. Like Wayne Ellington would be a decent play, but on DraftKings, not FanDuel. I just hope he gets hot from the 3 and get that bonus. But that's it. There's too much up top for me to want to come down here.
Any interest in some Reggie Bullock revenge? Is he shooting guard over there or no?
He is, and no.
Yeah. Yeah, this doesn't strike me as a vengeful kind of
I
guy.
mean, if I need a like if I build my team and I love it and I need it, yeah, because I can drop
Yeah.
him. But I'm not too interested in Reggie Bullock with any type of revenge.
At 3,500, I think he's in the equation. I'm with you. I'm not dying to play him by any means. Very low floor player. But more so for the simple fact that Detroit can be beaten with threes, and that's really what Reggie Bullock does is kind of just stand at the 3-point line, catch the ball, and shoot it.
He's comfortable. He's comfortable in the building.
Yeah, that is true. But yeah, I'm with you, man. Nothing I'm doing backflips over. You can play Reggie Jackson over here, so if he does play, I think that he's someone you can consider. I don't love what I'm seeing down here either. Like you said, Deion Waiters, maybe Dwayne Wade, if Wade plays, but nothing that's getting me overly excited here. In comparison, considering what we saw up top, I agree. It was fairly loaded up there. Move us over to small forwards. What do you see?
I think Giannis maybe had his worst game of the season against Miami. Not last one, but I think like 2 games ago when they played. I don't know. I mean, I don't play Giannis ever really. He's got 50. Like just never. He almost never has upside. So against Miami, it's not a spot I want. LeBron James. He's okay. It is a back to back, so I wouldn't be shocked if they did sit him because their season is over. Why play him on a back to back? They already said they want to limit his minutes, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe LeBron sits tomorrow. That would open up a lot because Detroit is awful. Gallows. There's a lot of game time decisions. Gallo, Porter, both game time decisions in the same game. With Levine coming back, I don't like Porter near as much if he does play. But Gallo's minutes have not been very. They haven't been up there like I want. I'm not really into either. I like Kelly Oubre a good amount if Tyler Johnson is out. Tyler Johnson is in, not so much. And that's probably it, unless I play Nicholas Batum. But like he has upside because of this matchup, but he's more likely to get a 30 than he is to get a 40. And that would be value, and I don't look for value.
There you go. I think that you make a good point with Big D. Always a guy I want to consider, but Miami's just not one of those teams I love to play guys in his position against. Guys that need to get rebounds in order to contribute to their upside. I don't like talking to people against Miami very much anyway. I think LeBron James would be a little more inclined to play. If he does play, I agree that it makes sense to just not. You're already talking about limiting him to 31 to 33 minutes or somewhere in that range. Like, why even play him on back-to-backs at all at this point? If he does play, I do think Detroit is bad enough to where the Lakers should certainly be in this game. So I would be more inclined to lean towards them. Yeah, they might actually get a win, exactly.
I think the last 2 games, Detroit has put up 75 points and 74 points.
Yeah, they've been bad.
2 games in a row. That's how many points they've
been bad. We talked about DeRozan. Tobias Harris, I could have interest in if Simmons does sit. I don't love the price though. I think I might rather play Butler at that point. But again, Philly, either way, like if Simmons is out, I think I am with you. Embiid is really the guy that you would rather play. I will say this: I didn't talk about TJ McConnell if Simmons is out. I completely forgot to talk about him. But yeah, he's somebody we should have mentioned.
I'd say so.
If Simmons is out, we're gonna be wanting to look at TJ McConnell, no doubt. But I don't see a ton that I love either, man. I think that the pricing on these guys isn't really matching up. I think Jeremy Lamb could get some ownership. The last time he played Washington, he went for 50, so I think people might remember that. But I don't see a ton here that I'm dying to play at all. Look, take us down to Value Town. What do we see down there? Maybe some value. We can save some money.
I mean, if Wade is out again, I do like Winslow. I like Winslow if Wade is out. I think he has upside against Milwaukee. Harrison Barnes. If you want a ton of minutes, you can play Harrison Barnes because he's going to get it. He's going to get you 35 minutes plus on a nightly basis. It's just what is he going to do in those minutes? He had a pretty good game today. It is a good matchup. JJ Redick. Okay. Don't love it. He has to score a lot of points to get you outside. Bialisha is dead with Bagley back, in my opinion. Um, Jeff Green is decent for value. And that's probably it. Miles Bridges, he's okay for value as well. Like he's more, he's not value. He's punt on FanDuel. He's gonna play 25 to 30 minutes, I would think, against Washington. So he does have upside at 3.7.
Damian Dotson is 5K on DraftKings. That is not a price I would ever have considered playing for Dotson before. I never would have thought. But I will say this. Talk about minutes. This dude for the last 4 games has been a Fizdale favorite. Fizdale is playing the shit out of this guy. That could change at any minute if he's having a bad day. Like the problem with playing Knicks.
You know why?
Why is that?
Because Fizdale wants to lose.
Yes. That is a good strategy. So I think he's someone we can consider, but again, I'm always going to try to find other players that aren't Knicks in this type of situation. If Anthony Davis were to get ruled out, because that just happens randomly, Kenrich Williams I could take a look at. I think Josh Jackson could be an interesting tournament value play. He was really chalky against Utah. That's a team he normally owns, and he played really poorly. I could see everybody hopping off him. He's 4K, and he plays Houston. I could see him end up, having a good game because one of the starters gets into foul trouble. KCP is only 3,700. If LeBron is out, I'd be more inclined to look here. Again, you have to, you don't know what he's going to get. His minutes have been completely erratic all season long. You have no idea what kind of role he's going to get.
Did he play well today?
I honestly don't know. I didn't even check his stats today. But I'll tell you what, if Gallo does get ruled out, I will play the shit out of JaMychal Green at 3,600. Right? This is the Clippers, right? Yeah.
Oh, I've been playing JaMychal Green every day.
Yeah, I know.
For a while now.
I know you have. And I will hop on the bandwagon if Gallo is out, chalk or not. 3,600 against the Bulls. Take me some of that. Don't love this position so far, though. Move us over to power forwards.
I mean, he's a perfect dude. When I play a punt, I want a guy that has tremendous upside and is likely to get a 15 or so if he just has a normal game. Because we know JaMychal Green, if he averages to get minutes, he can go get you a 30 in 20 minutes. So that's the kind of guys I like to punt with. But there is another punt on FanDuel. Jake Layman, if Maurice Harkless is out, I don't trust Evan Turner at the moment, so I trust Jake Layman's minutes, not Evan Turner. So Jake Layman against New Orleans at 3.7, I could get behind that if Harkless is out.
I can dig it.
Power forward. I don't know, man. Both them dudes is all right. Julius Randle's all right. Aldridge is all right. Who's not all right? Blake Griffin. I just looked. Blake Griffin has put up 40 fantasy points twice since the All-Star break. I don't give a damn. He's playing the Lakers. This guy's garbage at the moment. Who's not garbage? Anthony Davis. Man is just a beasting. 2 fantasy points a minute or more. It's just he's going to play 21 minutes. He's probably going to go get you between a 42 and a 45, 46 fantasy points tomorrow. It's 7-8. So it's all right. Don't love it, but I will play him just in case. Maybe that freak thing where he gets 23 minutes and then he gets a 50, 55. Montrezl Harrell always has upside. Bobby Portis, same thing, just tremendous upside. He really sucked the other day. But I do like Tobias Harris a good amount if Simmons is out. Like, I like Tobias Harris right now over Jimmy Butler. And that's probably it, above 6K. How many minutes did Bagley play tonight? See, Bagley might sit on the back-to-back, and then Bialisha wouldn't be dead. He played 20 minutes.
It's the Knicks. LMA certainly in play. Everybody's in play against the Knicks. It's just a matter of can the Knicks keep it close enough for your guy to hit value. That's the only question.
Who you like more, DeRozan or the Magician?
I think DeRozan, because they really don't have anyone. Literally anyone for not that they do for LMA, but DeRozan is like gonna be he's usually the first option. Like if it's there for him, he takes it. And who's gonna be there to tell him not to take it? I mean, you know what I'm saying? So I prefer DeRozan. I think Markkanen's an interesting bounce back spot. He shit the
I
bed.
think he's gonna be low owned.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. He completely.
He shit the bed a
Oh
lot
yeah,
on FanDuel at his
yes,
price.
yes, but especially as chalk with Levine out in that last game, he really
Oh
shit the
yeah,
bed.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I think it's an interesting bounce back spot. Blake Griffin on DraftKings should get some ownership just because he's 7-7 against the Lakers. 7-7 against the Lakers. It's gonna be hard for me not to like that a little. I know he's been dog shit, but his team also got like destroyed 2 games in a row, and now they're playing a team that I don't think is capable of blowing them out. So I can't help but have interest at 7-7 and Blake Griffin. I don't remember him ever being this cheap. I'm sure he was probably earlier this year, but I just don't remember it. It just seems so long ago, and he's been awful. I know, but I'm gonna have to take a look. Other than that, like you said, AD you could take a chance on 7-1. He's going for 40s in 20 minutes, so that's around the range that you kind of needed him to be. Montrezl Harrell is, I think, relative here, playing against Chicago. Coming off the bench, you already know what to expect. Chicago hasn't been as bad against centers with Rolo down there because he's obviously a lot better than the other options they were throwing at him. But yeah, I think that's there's stuff I could work with here. It's not on DraftKings. The pricing is always going to be a little bit easier, but I could work with some of these positions. Take us down to Value Town.
Luca is too good.
He is too good.
Marvin Williams is decent. He's gonna be back today. I think he just went ham against these Washington Wizards. He's all right. I'm not the biggest fan of Marvin Williams. Anybody that's watched this show for a while knows this, but he's all right. Um, hmm, I miss Noah Vonleh so much. He has been playing heavy minutes though. It's just scary. Scary with DeAndre Jordan back. Playing heavy minutes. I like 5-3. Noah's alright. Amino, I like it against New Orleans. Anytime I can project Amino to get 10 rebounds or somewhere close to it, I have interest, but he does suck. I'm gonna say that. Um, Josh Jackson. Didn't you mention Josh Jackson?
Yeah.
I don't mind that. I like it even more if Tyler Johnson is out. He's just taking minutes off the court. That will move Booker down to point guard more, which could get Josh Jackson on the court for more than 21 minutes. So yeah, I like his upside at 4-4. I like Josh Jackson whenever he's not popular, and I don't think he's gonna be popular tomorrow. Jermichael Green is just an everyday thing for me on FanDuel. Like, there's not been many days recently that I have not played Jermichael Green, and I will like it tomorrow. I can guarantee you that. That's it.
Yeah, there's some stuff we could work with, right? Marvin Williams should be pretty popular. I don't love it, don't mind it. But Bielitsa would be someone I would have a lot of interest in if Bagley is out. Interesting to see what he does. It was his first game back today. It's a back-to-back. Let's see what happens. They're on the road. If they were to sit him, I do like the idea of playing Bielitsa. We've seen him get a really good steady flow of minutes with Bagley off the court. So wouldn't mind going there. You mentioned Noah Vonleh. He's 4-9 on DraftKings. He has been playing, like you said. He hasn't been playing as well as we would have wanted to see, but he has been playing. And the Spurs are terrible against bigs, and we know Vonleh has the upside. A little concerned of when he's in there against LMA if he does get into foul trouble, but the price is good, and the upside is there based off that price. And then the other guys we talked about, Jermichael Green, what's his name? Josh Jackson. A lot of interesting options. So we'll see what news we get and what opens up where for tomorrow. Take us to centers. Take us all the way through. What do you see?
Whenever Kuzma, like if Kuzma is gonna miss the rest of the year, play Jonathan Williams.
There you go.
If Kuzma plays, do not play Jonathan Williams.
There you go.
Embiid, the man is so good, so good. I believe he's the best center in the league. Just so good. I'll like him a lot. I'll like this game a lot if Simmons is out. If Simmons is in with Sacramento on a back-to-back, not nearly as much. But Simmons is out, yeah. Clint Capella. I like everybody against DeAndre Ayton. It's just it sucks with Fareed. I wish one of them would just get hurt again. But yeah, it's all right. Same situation with the Knicks. Like DeAndre Jordan is back. It sucks. DeAndre Jordan and Mitchell has been pretty much splitting these center minutes since DeAndre has come back. Yeah, they're both the same exact price. It sucks. Probably my favorite center of the day. Go right back to my dude, Mr. Caveman, Robin Lopez. He's playing against the Clippers. He had that one game where they blew Detroit out where he didn't see his regular minutes, but he's going to play about 35 minutes or more against the Clippers. I'm ready to sign up for that every single day. His price is up a little bit from what it was the last game. He was 5'5", now he's 5'8". He'll be most likely in my team. I like the center across from him. It's just his minutes are not as much. He's going to come in and play in mid-20s if you're lucky. Probably lower 20s, more likely. But Zubac is very good at basketball, so he's decent. And then, didn't Enes Kanter, hold on. Enes Kanter balled the last game. He did in the first half. Kind of fell off in the second half. Damn, I wish I could get Enes Kanter unleashed. I wish he would have went to a team that didn't have a center. That's probably it for me. Because I just don't go under the caveman. The caveman's going to go give me a 40 tomorrow.
Joel Embiid only 9.9 on DraftKings. I do like that. I like it even more if Ben Simmons is out. I don't mind Drummond at 8.8, especially if you're not going to play Blake, but you want exposure to that game. Drummond has played fairly well when Detroit is not getting their teeth kicked in. In fact, Detroit,
he's dominating.
Yeah,
like who? Like what? If the Lakers can't play Kuzma at center with Drummond on the court.
I would think not. I would think, and if I don't know, and if McGee gets into foul trouble against Drummond, they're gonna be in trouble.
Even if he doesn't, McGee has zero chance against this monster.
No, but it just gets worse after him. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's just like after that, like
they got that. Hold on, they got that ugly white dude. What's his name? Wagner.
Mo Wagner.
That's a ugly SOB right there.
Yes, indeed. Down from there, I don't mind Nurkic. Don't love Nurkic in this particular spot. I'm fine with him. You mentioned Capella. I do like the spot. I know Fareed's kind of lingering, but Capella in close games has been getting the nod, so I could certainly take that. There was somebody else here. Oh yeah, like you said, as far as value, Zubac would be the way to go. I know what I said about, Rolo, they're doing a little bit better against centers. Yeah, a little bit better. They're still not great against centers. So I do like Zubac at 4.5 against the Caveman. If you're looking to save some money, I still like Harrell as well. So, again, yeah, there's options here, man. I don't see a ton of things. Maybe some injury news will make some things more optimal than others. If there's a lot of different ways the injury could break. But all in all, pretty good tournament slate so far. I think if we get the news we're looking for, it could become a pretty good cash slate. And that's going to do it for the position-by-position breakdown. At this point, if you're watching, at this point, if you haven't already checked out at wisec.com, make sure you get over there. Check out the nation, see what it is we do. Join this team, join the squad. We are a DFS community, as well as a premium DFS content provider. You want to try a day pass? Check it out, $2.50, all it costs to get in for the day. You'll get access to all the NBA content we have for the day. Only thing you won't get is the Slack chat. I recommend you hop on that Slack chat. Only way to get the Slack chat is to get a monthly membership or higher, whether it be season passes or all sports passes, but you got to have something monthly or higher to get access to the Slack. And that's really where the shit goes down. Our members, when they're chopping it up with some of our experts every single day. But again, if you want to just try the content first, go ahead. You're in the night. $2.50. Get in there. Make yourself some money, and you'll be back with the monthly pass. Save some money. Yeah. Also, don't forget, guys, I have been posting up some NBA bets at the site for free. wisec.com. Just click on the betting tab. It'll pull up all the betting articles that we put up. Take advantage of it while it's free. I mean, it's up there. Again, like I said, 10-3 since I've been doing it for the NBA. Up 19.4 units. Check it out. Aside from that, Cass, let's do some top threes and we'll get the fuck up out of here for the weekend. Top 3 point guards.
This is tough. Point guard is deep.
Yeah, and there's some news that we're waiting for that we don't necessarily know.
I'm gonna say 3 that I don't think nobody else would say.
All right.
Derek White, Patrick Beverly. I want to say Ish Smith so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Alex Caruso.
Alex Caruso. I'm gonna go with Damian Lillard. We'll go with De'Aaron Fox, and let's go with. I guess for now we'll go with Elf on the Shelf. Move us over to shooting guards.
Devin Booker, if Tyler Johnson is out, love that. Dion Waiters, if Wade is out, and Lou Williams, because I'm a sucker.
Sucker for Lou. I'm gonna go with James Harden. I'm gonna go with DeMar DeRozan, and let's go with CJ McCollum. Move us over to small forwards.
Again, it's depending on if guys is out. It's Kelly Oubre. If Tyler Johnson is out, Justice Winslow if Wade is out, and Jake Layman is going to put up a 30 on New Orleans tomorrow if Mo Harkless does not play.
Damn. Drop it with it. I'm going to go with JaMychal Green as a quick value option. I'm going to throw out there. We'll go with I'll go with LeBron if he plays. That is a big if. We have no idea at this point. And let's go with man. I thought there was some dudes down there that I liked, but I can't find none of them. Let's go with Jimmy Butler. Power forwards.
Tobias Harris if Simmons is out. JaMychal Green and Bobby Portis.
Bobby Portis.
He's bouncing back with a 40 tomorrow.
There you go. He was on a pretty impressive 40 streak until that day, the infamous day.
God. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Lauri Markkanen, Blake Griffin, and I'm gonna go with Bielitsa, thinking that I'm being smart and Bagley's gonna get ruled out on a back-to-back after his first game back. But that's probably not gonna happen because I probably put the jinx on him. Centers.
The caveman. The caveman. He should do Geico. They should bring back them Geico commercials. He'll be perfect. No makeup.
Perfect.
Embiid. A shizzle. And hold on. Podol. Gonna dominate your Knicks.
Everybody's gonna dominate my Knicks. But it's all good. We got Le'Veon Bell. Speaking of which, did you see the tweet Le'Veon Bell made? D'Angelo Williams had wrote a tweet. You know, everybody's been bashing Bell about he would have made more money with the Steelers. Like, he waited, and now he's not getting any money. And D'Angelo Williams had highlighted that the deal the Steelers gave him, he could have been cut at any time. Like, those years weren't guaranteed. Like, and something happened with Monte Morris.
Luka just put Paul Millsap in the wash cycle. Goddamn.
He just said in the washing machine too. Is that why that came to you? Is that why that came to you?
I don't. He just put Millsap in the wash cycle.
My man,
Millsap doing circles out here.
I know you.
That was beautiful.
I know you had to put in a new washer. I just thought it was funny that. Yeah.
But what did he say about? Like, I know about the deal.
Right.
He said that he would have got more money if it had just played last year and stayed in Pittsburgh.
Everybody was saying so. Pittsburgh offered him more money per se. He would have made more, at least a couple million more each year if he would have signed with Pittsburgh. But there was no guarantee. No, most of that money was not guaranteed. So at any point, if he got hurt, they could just decide to cut him, and that's it. The difference is he made a little less money with the Jets than he would have made with the Steelers, but all of his money is guaranteed. So, well, now you know what I'm saying. Not all of it, but I think like over $30 million of it is guaranteed.
Yeah, a big chunk.
Right.
Yeah.
Like half of it, more or less, over half, maybe even over half is guaranteed. So, no matter what, he's getting that $30 million, and like that was the whole point. Like Le'Veon Bell, like retweeted him basically and said, like, nobody else understands. This is what it's about. Yeah, okay, I would have made a couple more mil each year here, but this money is guaranteed. If I get hurt in a couple of years, I'm still getting that $30 million regardless. So, I thought that was pretty interesting. Some good perspective. By the way, top threes: Embiid, Drummond, Zubac. Go ahead.
Doesn't matter. Like, you don't need to get excited about your Jets.
Oh, what? What?
Yeah, no.
What?
The whole division is a pile of shit. That's why the Patriots just have a free path to the playoffs every single year.
Yeah.
Just a free path. Everybody's talking. I hate. You know how much I love the Boston Red Sox. Yeah. I hate Boston fans. Like, I hate these Celtics fans. It just, your Celtics aren't that good. I hate these guys that think Tom Brady is just the greatest thing ever. Tom Brady is not that fucking talented.
What?
He's just not. He is great in his system. He runs his system to perfection. Natural born talent, God-given talent. He ain't got it. Fuck, I hate these people that love Tom Brady so much to just suck his cock. He's not that good. Look at the numbers. Look at when he has been out. Look at their record when Tom Brady's been out since Bill Belichick has been there. He's not that good. And y'all just think he's the greatest thing ever. You have the clearest path to the Super Bowl every motherfucking year. Because that division is garbage. Garbage. You put any team out there, I don't care who the quarterback is, I can be the quarterback. And we are walking to the playoffs. We might not be walking to the Super Bowl, but we are stomping, fucking marching to the playoffs. Because nobody in that division has anything for years and years and years. So all you Boston cocksuckers, just get over yourself. Your teams aren't that good. And I love the Red Sox with the biggest passion you could ever think. So just get over yourself, please. I hate Boston fans. Y'all suck.
Yeah, my cheeks hurt, bro. Just give me a couple of seconds.
I can't stand it. Patrick Mahomes is so much more talented in 1 year than Tom Brady will ever be in his life.
Oh, man, you hurt my face, man. You hurt my face with that one. Oh. Too much laughing, man.
So yeah, don't get excited about your Jets.
Oh, I'm excited about my Jets.
They're gonna suck.
Oh no,
like they suck every year.
I'm excited about my Jets, baby. Sam Darnold, Le'Veon Bell. They gotta go out and do. They gotta grab a couple other things. They gotta grab. You know what it's like to not be able to ever play any of your teams in DFS for whatever reason. It is. Don't get me wrong. You don't want to be a homer. It's kind of a good thing. Keeps you limited. But no, I'm watching the Jets do work. Yes. But
you're gonna watch them suck. I'm sorry. We're gonna watch Tom Brady just walk into the playoffs like he does every year.
Not this year, son.
And then get some luck bullshit and get to the Super Bowl.
Maybe this year, but not next year though.
Like nobody ever talks about how much luck has been involved for the Patriots getting to the Super Bowl. Like just this year alone, if dude doesn't line up all sides for the Chiefs, you are not in the Super Bowl. You do not win the Super Bowl. And if y'all are not in that division, if you actually had some actual talent, like a team that could actually put something on the field besides the Bills, the Dolphins, and the Jets. I mean, you're in the division with the Bills, the Dolphins, and the Jets. You're going to be in the playoffs next year. I promise you. You will be in the playoffs. Tom Brady hit a wall this year. He's not as good. He's going to not be as good next year, but it doesn't matter. You're going to go right into the playoffs because you're going to play the Jets twice and the Dolphins twice and the fucking Buffalo Bills twice.
The Jets will be beating the Patriots this year. Get ready.
Heart is beating.
Get ready. That is going to do it for the White State DFS podcast. If you're watching on YouTube, please click that thumbs up, that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you're watching us on Facebook, give us a like and a share to support the White State Nation. If you're watching us on Twitch or Twitter, give us a follow, give us a retweet. If you're listening to us on Podbean or iTunes, give us some 5-star reviews. Cash, my man, anything in closing, or we get up out of here.
Yeah, I need a cigarette.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Because you just completely fucked the Patriots. For CashinDFS, for myself, the entire White State Nation, as always, good luck.
Bill Belichick is the Patriots, not Tom Brady.